Can you see that? Can you see that? Let's see. Another ETF just filed. Another one. Another one just filed. Let me make sure I'm so clear. 21 shares files for spot ETF. Just got this notification on my phone. Another one. That's 2. That's actually 3 this week. 3 ETFs. One was the ETP that was filed this week for Solana. Solana finally had some price action. We'll have to show you when we get into the charts. You'll see our trade's doing good. I'm really stoked. We might have a spot to add a little more to our position. I'm happy. Solana's doing great this year. Oh, Solana's doing great this week. My hat is like crooked. There we go. It looks crooked. Whatever. Oh well. But I'm stoked. Today's been a great day. It's Friday. I got family in town. So I'm having a great day so far. Good morning, everyone. We got about 10 people in here this morning on a good old Friday. Already, we got some 10 people. Hope you guys are having a great day. Man, last night was something. If you're from America, you know was the debates last night, and that was embarrassing. I don't even think you can call it a debate because one person can't even hold a conversation. I don't even know if you call that a debate. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for our presidential candidates. Can we find anybody under 70? You know, maybe we don't get someone so old. Maybe someone a little more healthy. You know, how about that? Anyone thought of that? But that was whack. Yeah. And there was no meme coins that I saw that came out of it, minus Bowden going down in a massive. That meme dumped. But man, the meme coin I saw that with a lot of people were talking about was Billy. I have no idea what Billy is, but I heard a lot about Billy and that it's a really good time. Or like Billy and Bobby were like the 2 meme coins that were like happening yesterday. I have to look into it, but I don't know much about them. But Billy was the one I heard a lot from some people who are very much into meme coins and very much on the forefront like of them and get in early. So but yeah, that was something yesterday. I don't know how you guys liked it. Let me know in the chat. Did you enjoy the debates or did you even watch them? Like, I honestly didn't even watch the whole thing. I saw like clips and, you know, a bunch of people obviously making fun of it because it was comedic gold on just an absolute joke. But I actually haven't watched the full thing, like from front to back, which I probably should to have more context of it. Good morning, Fabulos. What up, G? What up, G? Good morning. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the debates because I just think it's embarrassing. Maybe you're not even from America. Maybe you're like, I could care less. I just like watching it for the jokes. Because that is like the best. Literally, that's probably the best thing that came out of that debate yesterday was the jokes that came out of it and all the memes and all the funny clips. That was the best thing that came out of that debate yesterday. So that's how we're doing over here in our presidential candidates. Great job, America. All right. Let's warm up a little bit. Let's get our brain a little warm up. I got a headache again this morning. I've been trying to chug coffee and water. Might be counterintuitive to each other because coffee dehydrates you while water hydrates you. I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. Someone said cringe. Yeah. It was cringe. The whole debate was cringe. Let's warm up. Let's do some connections before we get into the juiciness of what happened on the charts yesterday, because yeah, the debate might have been whack, but yesterday Solana pumped. Like when I show you this daily candle you're about to see when we get into the TA, you're gonna be hyped. I mean, you probably already saw it. I mean, if you're here in the stream, you're already probably soul maniac and you're already probably doing your own TA and checking the charts, so you probably already saw. But if you didn't see it, you're gonna be hyped because I was hyped. And also the weekly candle, because that weekly candle we've been talking about is almost over. I'm excited. All right, but let's warm up. Let's warm up the brain a little bit. Let's let people get into the stream. Okay, so let's play some connections. All right, I obviously suck at this game, so let's see if I can do better today. All right. If I lose again today, if I can't beat it again today, if I can't beat this connections today, I'm probably gonna figure out a different game because I hate losing. Okay, losing sucks. All right, losing's not fun. Ooh, short. Instant, I think of a trade, but probably not. Could be though. Short. All right, let's see. Freedom. Okay, what does freedom go with? Clutch? Huh. Q? Alright, hold up. Alright. I'm already struggling. Already struggling off the bat. Brief? Okay, prompt, short, tote. Tote is like a bag. Something that carries something. Okay, tote, drawer. Oh, here we go. Could be like briefcase. Boxer. Oh, satchel. Oh, we got this. A clutch, right? Because a clutch is like a little purse. Bro, that has to be it. That is so frustrating. My other guess is this, because it's briefcase, like a brief word messenger bag. You're right. You could do messenger bag. No, but I see prompt and brief and messenger can go together. Freedom Q. Oh man. Okay. Drawer, satchel, clutch. It was one off. With this, it was one off. Anybody got idea what I should switch? Shoot it in the chat. This is one off. Okay, it's brief, word. I think prompt and word go together. Same with like Q or prompt, messenger, Q. So license, signal, boxer, freedom, slack, short, latitude. Latitude is on it. I feel like drawer is the one that needs to go. But drawer could be swapped with brief, I think. Like a briefcase. I'm gonna try it. One away. Okay, so it's this one. So it has to be messenger. Dang. All right, at least we got it. Now we got two more. We're already down two. That's not good. Prompt, brief, Q, word is my next guess. Slack, signal, prompt, word, brief, Q. They all go together in regards to like, you know, word stuff. Drawer, boxer, freedom, license. Drawer, a signal. I feel like this is going to be one off. Because I feel like prompt, brief, and Q are right, but word or like signal could be switched. Let's see. I'm going to try this. One away. Oh. Dude. Connections. I'm horrible at this. Prompt, signal, brief, and queue. Prompt, signal, brief, and queue. Oh my. Bro, I hate this. I hate this. What is it? Queue, prompt, signal, and word. Queue, prompt, signal, and word. Boxer brief, drawer, short. Underwear. Bro, I think we need to find a new game. I think we need to find a new game before we warm up. I hate losing. And I suck at this. I've lost every single time almost. I got one once. And we've done, I don't know how many streams. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good at all. I don't like connections. All right. Ooh. I just saw the chart pop up on my screen and I think I might be adding to my position. Let's see the hour real fast. Sorry, I'm looking at it without you guys. I know. I'm just checking on something. Okay. We still have an open position. We still have an open position from Monday's stream that we opened. It's going very well. We have added, I think, 3 times to our position, which has moved our entry point up. We entered our position sub $129, but then as we added to our position, it went up. Now we're up to like 135, I think is our entry point, right? Yeah, like 135 something. So we still have an active position. Normally I do not hold my position this long, but like I said, I think we are at the bottom of a bullish trend. Okay, the day is giving us amazing signals, the 4 hours is giving us amazing signals, the 1 hour is giving us amazing signals, and so I think we're at the bottom of a trend and we gonna ride this thing to the top. And with what I saw in my Fibonacci, if I did it right, I think we see some nice numbers soon. Some nice numbers, like maybe back to 200 soon. You know, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. This is educational. I teach you. I'm showing you how I do my technical analysis. I show you how I process, how I do my trades, and how I read the charts. Okay, this isn't financial advice. I'm not telling you to open trades at this or that or whatever. I'm just showing you what I do in my brain and how I work through the charts and how I read what buyers and sellers are doing to see what might happen in the future. But this is not financial advice. This is just to educate you on how I do this. Okay. You know, I don't think I got to reiterate that much too much. That's, you know, it gets annoying after a while, probably for you guys, but, but I'm excited for what these charts are doing. We had the Sol ETF stuff come out, and I think I'm going to get into more of that later in the stream, but I think we should just hop into the technical analysis because something's happening on the chart right now that I'm pretty happy about, and I want to share it with you guys before it might be too late. Before it moves on, and I think I want to also add to my position where it currently is. So let's swap the screen to some technical analysis, and we will move on from there. All right. So this is what we're looking at. Let me. We're gonna start from the weekly chart, okay? And I'm gonna erase all my drawings, and we're gonna start with a clean. I shouldn't have done that. Can I? Oh. Good. I forgot that delete some of my other ones. We're gonna erase all these, and then we're gonna look at that. It looks like a mess right now. Let's erase a lot of this stuff. Let's erase all this. Okay, we're gonna start fresh today. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna walk it through. Okay, we're gonna walk it through. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, let's delete that. Okay. All right, let's just look at price action when it comes to the big charts. All right. Okay. This is the weekly time frame. Look at that weekly bullish candle. Okay. We still got 2 days and 8 hours left in this candle. And if this candle is an engulfing candle here, I'm pretty hyped. We have a very strong bullish candle, which we haven't had in over 5 weeks. Okay. I'm very, very, very happy with the way the bullish or the way the weekly chart is lining up right now. Now let's add the 3 SMA, right? We have a strong bullish trend. Price is staying above this 21-day moving average right here. Price is still above that and has bounced off, right? It tried to push down, bounced off from the support area, and now we have a bullish weekly candle. Okay, and I think this is a signal, right? If you look here on this chart, right? If you look here on this chart, you got this pennant forming here. You got this pennant, this nice pennant forming right here on the weekly time frame. Nice pennant forming here, and I think we're gonna be bouncing out of this pennant soon and moving in the upward direction. Okay, I'm very, very excited for this. I'm very, very stoked to see what price action happens, and I think when we get into lower time frames, when I show you some of the stuff I've seen, you're gonna be also very excited for what price might be doing soon within Solana. Because before, remember, right now we're sitting at 142.8 Solana. When we were looking at this, Solana dumped all the way down to $122, exactly how we said. From the start of our stream, I think last week, I said support's going to go down to the low 120s, right? To the mid to low 120s. It hit 125 and went all the way down to 122 and wicked off hard. And now we see that that was still a strong support area, and we're getting some bullish momentum, just like we wanted it to. We entered positions, and now it's going in the bullish direction. We're getting a lot of confirmations on bullish momentum, and so now we let it ride. We add, we be patient, we be smart, we put stop losses, right? And now we get stoked. And we got, even like in regards to news on Solana, right? We got a lot of bullish confirmations in regard to the technical analysis. Now you go in the external portion of Solana, you look at what are people talking about, what is happening in the news. You got bullish sentiment in the conversation in regards to Solana. You got 3 ETFs getting applied to already. You got a Solana's trust getting applied for. There's a lot of bullish sentiment in regard to Solana, and that is coming rapidly. You got cool things like the Solana blink and actions that happened that people were absolutely stoked about, right? The sentiment for Solana is bullish and ready to rip. Okay, so let's get in a lower time frame. I'm going to delete this pennant here. Let's get into something lower. Let's move this. Oh, sorry. Let's go to a day. Okay, the day time frame, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Yesterday's candle was absolutely amazing, right? Look at that candle right there. This is yesterday's candle. This had the announcement of the Solana ETF. Absolutely massive bullish candle. That candle almost broke the peak here. It barely touched the peak here. And now today we're getting a little bit of a correction, which I think is fine, because I think I was doing some TA this morning before I kind of got on, because I wanted to see if maybe there was a spot to add to my position this morning, but I think it's not there yet, but we're about right there, and we're seeing some correction. So I think this blue candle is perfectly normal, but I think it's going to shrink down today and then be a small, and I'm thinking this weekend might be a little more bullish, or kind of some consolidation here before we see Monday price action a little higher. So I'm stoked. Let's get some lines drawn, right? Let's keep it clean. Okay, I want to keep it clean today because I hate it when the chart gets messy. I do not like that. So let's make a nice little line down here, right? We got this up here, this line. Remember, our day color is this pink color, right? We had some consolidation here. We had this bearish trend over here, right? Bearish trend, and now we're pushing to test this bearish trend. Let's get this a little cleaner, because this trend line matters. Okay, this trend line's important. We're not accurate right now. Let's make it accurate. There we go. Okay, that's accurate. Now we're coming up on the daily time frame to test this trend line. That's an important point of resistance that we might see. But if we break through, I think it's a really good opportunity, right? I think it's going to be a great opportunity. But we got to see what happens, okay? I'm really liking what I see here. Okay, let's go down to the 4 hour, okay? Because this is where I start seeing some cool information going on with us, okay? So let's do this. I'm pretty sure on the 4 hour we have broken trend, okay? We have broken trend into a bullish direction. Yep. We have broken. Let's get that a little tighter. And we got to change that color because remember our 4 hours are a light blue color. So let's get this all tight. Okay. There we go. Let's snap this one. There we go. And then change the color on here because our 4 hour time frame color is light blue. All right. Okay. So we have this bearish trend here on the 4 hour that has been broken beautifully, and now we have this bullish trend line here on the 4 hour. Okay, and it's steep. Look at that. That is a steep trend line. We like it. There we go. Beautiful. And this is what I'm liking right here. This right here is what I'm liking. It's testing that trend line and wicking off. Okay. Now here's also what I see on the 4 hour. Okay. We have a break in trend, right? We have this downtrend. We move down all the way to 122, right? 122.80. Like we said, wick out, test the trend line, break out of trend line, retest this trend line, bounce up. Okay. So now what I want to do is Fibonacci, right? If I'm correct on, I'm still learning how to use these properly, okay? I'm still learning how to use the Fibonacci properly. But with what I understand of how you use the Fibonacci is when it's a break of trend, which we clearly have on the 4 hour, you take the Fibonacci from the bottom of that low point to where there's like a little bit of consolidation, where you put that gold zone that I have, okay? And then you draw it out, right? And then this tells you some take profit zones, right? This tells you how high it potentially could go, right? And so if I'm correct with my Fibonacci, which I think I am on the way I'm drawing this right now, if anybody is more of an expert when it comes to Fibonacci, please say something in the chat or make a comment and I'll take a note of it later. But if I'm correct, this is proper TA when it comes to the Fibonacci, okay? And it's giving us a great lineup, right? Great lineup. Ideally, this price comes back down, tests the gold zone, and then you can come off and have another entry, and then go up, goes up from there. But also, it's not this white area, this white line right here. But we almost hit that first TP, which is at 155. We came pretty close, but not enough. But this Fibonacci goes all the way up, right? The top line here. Does it go even higher? No. This is the top line right here. See that? 209. 209. Right? $209. That's where we could be moving on this new trend. Okay? That's where we could be moving up towards. That could be the goal. Could be, right? We got to watch price and see what it's doing though. But I really like the way we're getting this set up on this trend. If we follow this 4 hour trend line, it's steep, it's nice, it'll go quick. Okay. So I'm liking what I see on the 4 hour. Let me see if I can make this a little more like, it'd be kind of hard. Background. I would have to do it on every single color. Yeah. All right. Our chart's getting a little messy and I don't like it. So I'm gonna delete this Fibonacci for right now. Okay. Let's keep these simple trend lines, right? Let's keep these simple trend lines going. And I like the way the 4 hour, or I like the way the 4 hours touching this trend line. And when we get into the lower time frames, you see how it's respecting the trend line. Okay. It should be. If anything, if nothing has changed since I last looked. Let's see the 1 hour. See how the 1 hour is nicely respecting this trend line, right? You have a touch here. You have a touch here. You have a touch here. I want to see these candles respect this, not break this. Okay. That's what I'm looking forward to. Okay. We do have a little bit of a downtrend here, but it's not making a lower low yet. And it seems to be respecting this trend line. And that's what I really want to see. Okay. But this 1 hour is making a great formation, I think, for a little entry here to add to our position, and then movement up even higher to like probably 155 was that next spot on the Fibonacci. So let me go back to the 4 hour real fast, because I think something we need to add that's very important is our support and resistance, right? We took those away and we're gonna add them back. Okay, this was 120. Where do we have that 4 hour support? Okay, 119. Where did I have that support box? I'm trying to remember where I put it. $119. That's not accurate to where I had it. Maybe it was this guy. I think this is where I had it. All right, let's add our support points again. Okay, I think this was our really key. Yeah. Yeah. This is a really key support zone that we had. Tapped it really nicely. Right, we're on the 4 hour. Yep. Okay, now we got some of this resistance here. Right, let's see. Where's a blue wick? Let's see over here. I think that is too high. I think this. All right, let's do that. Okay, we got this resistance point here, right? Touch there, here, which then turned into support. Okay, we're gonna drag this all the way over to our current price position, right? So this could be our new resistance point here, which is at 157. Okay, 157. And then we have, let's see. We'll do that for right now. Keep it clean. Our next target resistance area right there on that box, which is 157, 158-ish to 159, almost 160 is like our next resistance point. Okay. And again, we want to see what happens here, because maybe it breaks down back here and retests. I wouldn't love that. I would not like that at all. But I would really, really want it to respect this trend and continue in that movement direction. And I think with what we see, let's see the smooth moving average on the 4 hour. We have the white line moving up very close to the green line. And if that crosses and begins to move to the 200-day moving average, gold. We're set nicely. Okay, let me make sure you guys are seeing all my stuff. Yeah, you see my live trade. Perfect. Okay. So that's where we're at on the 4 hour. Okay, let's go down to the 1 hour now with our support areas and see. Let's see some of these indicators. Okay, we got the white line. Let's see. Oh, nope, wrong one. You can see here on the 1 hour, the 21 moving day, 21 smooth moving average has crossed the red line here, the 200-day moving average. Our 50-day moving average is getting very close to crossing the 200-day moving average. A very, very, very bullish signal on the 1 hour. And as you can see, the white is kind of curving back down, but I think it's going to be like this, where it's like a little bit of just consolidation, kind of a little bit of a downtrend, but then they're going to continue up in this upward direction and respect this trend. As you can see, we have wicks off this trend area, right? We have a wick, a bullish wick candle, and then this blue candle right here, this bearish candle, is also respecting the trend. Okay, so I'm liking what I'm seeing here. That's why I'm not too nervous in regards to the way it's getting close to this trend line, because it needs to go up and down. It can't always just be up only. It needs to have that movement of up and down direction. And if anything, as it has the up and down direction move, it just presents opportunity. Like, I like it because now I can add to my position at a better price than instead of at a higher price, right? And then it allows me that in those movements, I'm now making more money as it moves up in my trades. And as you can see, compared to Wednesday, our trade is in really good profit. Not as good profit as it was yesterday, but it's down a little bit. But we're still about $1,000 in profit, which is very good. I have goals on how much I would like to make per month in regards to my trading, and so we're moving our in that direction on this trade. And I think as it really starts moving, if we get up to that 150 area, I'll be securing some very nice profit towards my goals. So yeah, this chart is looking very nice right now, in my opinion, in this 1 hour especially. Now let's get to the 15-minute, because now in the 15-minute we'll get some really good information, and then we'll probably swap out to some Heiken Ashi candles. The 15-minute crossed on the white and the green line, right? The 21-day and the 50-day, but the 15-minute is a lower time frame, so it's going to be more volatile in regards to the indicators, right? The higher the time frame, the more you can trust the indicators. The lower the time frame, the less you can trust the indicators, right? They're going to be more volatile. And we're currently, in regards to this trade that we're in, we're not in a trade focused on the short term. We're in a trade focused on long term, right? Usually I'm day trading where I'm in a trade no longer than like 4 hours, right? But so far we've been in this trade for almost 5 days. Okay, so my mindset has shifted for this trade from a short time frame, from a short look on it, to a longer look, right? So I'm more focused on the indicators on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the day, and I'm not interested on the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15-minute indicators. Those are going to be way too volatile and cause me to become emotional, because I'm in it. I'm looking at the long run, right? I'm looking at what's happening in a couple days, not what's happening in the next hour, right? So that's why I'm not too concerned in regards to the indicator on the 15-minute. I'm more concerned, right? I'm just going to take that away, that indicator, so we just don't even look at it, right? So it doesn't distract us. I'm way more interested on the 15-minute to see how is price reacting to the trend line, right? That's what I'm interested in regards to the lower time frames. And as you can see, the lower time frames seem to respecting this trend line very nicely, just how we want it to. It's not making big candles outside of the trend, right? No candle has gone outside of this trend line yet, but it has came close and wicked off. And that's what I want to see. Just like these over here, right? Candles came close, were wicking away, and then boom, eventually had price action, right? Broke out of this consolidation. Over here, you go to the lower, right? Came down, wicked off nicely, boom, boom, consolidation, price action, right? So that's what I'm looking here. We got a little bit of consolidation and sideways movement here in price, and so I'm waiting for that price action to pump and break this previous high. Okay, so I'm loving it. I really like, and I think I might be adding to my position here, to what I already currently have, adding a little bit to it, just to add to what could be gained as the price action moves upwards, right? So I am very happy in regards to the way Solana has been moving today. Very happy with it. And look at that 15-minute candle, right? It's doing something very nice, very nice. And this hour candle looks amazing in regards to respecting the trend. So I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. I'm not adding to my position yet, but I'm happy with it, right? Very happy with it. And we still got a long way to go until we even touch this resistance point. You could say here's a resistance point too, right? A previous high. You can say this is a resistance point, right? But we're mainly focused on where price touched several times, like 1, 2, right? If we even scrolled this over more, 3, right? That one doesn't. I think this is more accurate to what we care about. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then 5 times that price touched in that area. So I think that's a good confirmation on that could be a resistance point. But if we break through it, it could become a support point, right? Which we would love. I would love to see this become support. But let me also map out my actual position, right? So you guys can actually see it now. So let's just mark it here. That's not accurate. Let me add the price. Okay, so we got inputs. Our entry is 138.04, right? We've entered a couple times. Our stop loss 132.92. Okay, and we do not have a take profit, but we're gonna put it up to just, oh nope, sorry, that was the wrong one. 138.04, and we're just gonna have this go way up, just out of the way. Okay, oh, I got a water bottle in the way. Okay, let's move this over. This is our current position, right? This is where we are at. I think we entered more, right? What is this time? Tuesday, Monday at 9 a.m. Oh, we're way over here. We're this candle right in that area. Okay. I think that's almost a little bit more. Right? This is how long our position has been in play. Okay. So as you can see, we're still in profit, testing the trend. Our entries here, stop loss is right here. That's where we put our stop loss, and it's looking great. It's looking great. Man, I'm actually, let me go back down to the 15. I think I'm going to add to my position here. I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm probably gonna do another 10 sol with 5x leverage. Okay, I'm gonna up the leverage a little bit. So there we go. 5.2, because if I add 5.2 leverage to this position, it gets across my entire position, gets me to a 5x leverage. So that's why I'm adding a little bit more on this. And remember, I have a current position open. If you're opening up a brand new position, you know, you're already in the trend. So that's at your own risk. This is not financial advice at all. This is just to show you guys how I process, how I trade. Okay. So this is going to also raise my entry point up about 70 cents. Okay, so it does raise my entry point up quite a bit. Okay, so we're going to change our entry now, and you'll see it jump on the screen. So now our entry is this 138.75, right? So it jumped up a little bit, not too bad actually. So I'm pretty happy with that, right? So now our position size, you can see our collateral is at about 9 grand that we've put in. Our actual size is almost 50. Oh, sorry, I heard some honking outside. Our position size is almost 50. It's at $44.7 thousand is what our $44,700 and about $10, something like that, is our actual position size. Right? That's not what I've actually put in, because my collateral is what I actually put in, but I'm using 5x leverage. So we're actually at about $45,000 on regards to our position, $9,000 in regards to our size of collateral. and I'm happy with the way this is going. And as you can see now, as I add a little bit more, if it goes back up to 151 where it was before, I was making about 3 grand at that point. But now let's check it out. If I do a take profit at 152, that's where it went. Now I'm making an extra grand on my position. So now I'd make about $4,300. And so now I'm adding to how much I make right as it moves upward. So I'm happy with that. My goal is to make this at least a 10K trade in regards to profit. That would be the goal here. Beautiful. 16 people in here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting my stream. If you can, give it a like, repost, comment, whatever you're comfortable with. It means the world to me. Any support and all support and engagement is just super helpful, right? It just, you know, that's how content creators make it, is through liking, following, subscribing, reposting, comments. That's how we get our stuff out there. So if you can do that, if you can take the time to do any kind of engagement, it would mean the world to me, because I hope this stuff is helpful. I hope it's teaching you how to be a better trader and how to be a smart, educated trader, right? And so I hope this stuff is very helpful for you. And I love doing it, and I'm having fun doing it, right? I get to have fun doing what I love. So I'm gonna also, because I added to my position, I'm gonna move my stop loss up, but I'm gonna base it off this previous low right here. I think my stop loss currently is based off this previous low, so I'm gonna base it off this low right here. So this is how I do it. Got to get my math calculator out. 135. Okay, 135.44 minus the average true range, which is minus 1.2, and I'll explain what I'm doing right now right after I'm done adding. So our stop loss jumps up about $2 or $2. 134.24 is our new stop loss. And I'll adjust it on here, and I'm gonna explain to you how I made my stop loss. And I didn't just put it right at this low. I like to do something that stops me from potentially getting stopped out. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you right here. The average true range. Okay, so when I'm looking at my chart, right? Let's go to the 4-hour so we get more candles. Or actually, sorry, we'll stay at the 15-minute or the 1 hour, right? Wait, where was I looking at? Yeah, the 15-minute. Okay, so when I'm looking at the 15-minute, when I make a stop loss, right? So I base my stop loss on a previous low, right? So I've entered a little bit more into my position, which caused my position to rise up in the entry point. But I have a stop loss that rises also with me. I don't leave my stop loss where I currently had it on my first opening. I have my stop loss rise with me, so I'm minimizing my risk. Okay, so I put my stop loss based on this blue candle on this previous low, right? That's where sellers failed to go lower and then pushed up higher, as you can see. So I base it on this wick on this blue candle. Now I don't put my stop loss right at the bottom of that wick, because that is really tight and could still risk getting stopped out. So I like to take that number of where that bottom of that wick was, which was like 135.47 basically. And then I take the ATR, which is the average true range. So it takes all the candles that are in this area and makes their average true range of like what their price is, which gives me this number down here in the bottom corner, which if I let my mouse scroll out of the price, it's 1.2 is my average true range. So I take the bottom of this wick's price, which is 135.47, and subtract it from $1.20 from that stop loss, and that's where I put my stop loss. Okay, And that's been helping me when I base my stop loss and do a little bit lower with the average true range. It saved me a lot from getting stopped out and then allowing price to bounce up and save my trade, essentially. And so I found that that's been super helpful for the way I trade. It's been super helpful for when I add my positions and when I'm strategically placing stop losses. And so I have found that is super helpful. And I learned that from another, I think it was called Trading Labs, another account. They showed it and I was like, I'm gonna start trying to do that. And it's saved me several times since I started doing it. And so I do it every time. But whichever time frame I'm looking at when I add to my position, if I'm basing my trade off that time frame, is where I subtract from my stop loss, right? Because if I go to the 4 hour, the ATR is going to be way larger. It's like $3.60, right? But I didn't base my entry off of the 4 hour time frame. I based my entry off the 15-minute time frame. So that's where I take the ATR value and then subtract it from where I want. Yeah, so that's how I do my stop loss. That's how I base on how do I want to place it, where do I want to place it, and where's the exact price I want to place it at. So I hope that that's helpful for you guys in the future. And it's a simple indicator. Let me show you. You just go to the indicators tab on TradingView and just type in ATR or average true range and set that up, and you don't have to change any settings. Just plop it in and just change the color that you want it to on your chart, and then that's it. And then you just you use it from there. Yeah, so that's why I base my that's how I make my stop loss, and that's how I got that specific number I wanted to. So it looks like price might be testing this trend line again on the 15-minute. Let's see what it does here. Okay. It's respecting it. Let's see what it does. It looks like it's respecting it. Yeah, see, look at that. Respecting it very nicely. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. Beautiful. Let's see the 1 hour. What time is it? 9:47. We got 10 more minutes in this 1 hour candle. Let's look at the Heiken Ashi real fast. Ooh. The Heiken Ashi is setting us up nicely, because what I see here is the Heiken Ashi on the 1 hour might be setting us perfectly for a bullish engulfing candle here, right in this area. And that'd be juicy. That would be very juicy. And also on the MACD on the 1 hour, if it respects the zero line like it did over here, that would be also very juicy. Very juicy. And I think that's what it's doing. It's setting us up nicely here for a bullish engulfing candle on the Heiken Ashi and a rejection off the zero here on the 1 hour. And we got about 11 minutes left on this candle, and I'm excited to see how these candles play out, because I think we're going to get a nice confirmation on our thesis, right? Let's look at the Heiken Ashi too on the 15-minute. Yep, 15-minute looks like it might be setting us up too for a nice bullish engulfing candle. But the 15-minute is kind of sideways on the MACD, but also this is a shorter time frame. Let's look at the 4 hour MACD. 4 hour MACD did touch the top and it got a little correction, but I don't think this is going to last very long. I could be wrong though, could go lower. And then, oh, I forgot to talk about this. The day MACD. We went and specifically looked at this on the day time frame in regards to the MACD. Look at that. There's two things here that I see that I'm not that why it doesn't even worry me that our price might go down a little lower before it goes higher is this right here. We have a massive breakout on the blue crossing the white, and the histogram is looking very nice. And we have two green histograms now on the MACD, right? MACD signal crossed the white line, moving upwards. two amazing histogram green bars that popped up out of here. We touched our red line on the day, right? And now we're moving in bullish direction very nicely. Very nicely. And on the day time frame, in regards to the Heiken Ashi candles, looks like we still have confirmation of continual bullish movement, right? No wicks, no double wicks on any of these candles, and I'm very happy with the way that looks. Let's look at the 4-hour too. 4-hour, good bullish momentum, right? Some bearish momentum, but I don't think it's anything to be worried about, because it's respecting this trend line very nicely. And the 1-hour will give us confirmation, hopefully soon, of a bullish, you know, engulfing candle, right? With hopefully a movement like this post that bullish engulfing candle. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. A beautiful respect of the trend. Okay. Beautiful respect of the trend. Let's get some coffee while we're waiting. Ah. Man, I love this. Oh, I love it. Oh. Let's while we're waiting for this, because we got a little bit of time, I want to kind of make this live stream a little shorter, because like I said, I got family in town today, and I don't want to. Usually we do a longer stream on Fridays, but I'm gonna keep it a little shorter. But let's look at this real fast. Let's go to my X profile. All right. And then let's go to messages. Make sure no one messaged me something. All right. Let's go to the profile. Let's look at this. DJN. What? Here we go. What? Where did I see that? Let me see my notifications. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Jakey, right here. Should have a, yep, right here. This is the source for that filing of a Solana ETF, right? Let's see. United States Security SEC, right? 2 shares core Solana ETF, exact name of the registrant as specified in its charter. Okay. So honestly, my previous thesis when it came to Solana ETF was that we weren't going to see a Solana ETF for like 1 to 5 years. I really thought Solana ETFs were like way farther out, because I thought Solana just wasn't there yet in regards to the sentiment in government or even big corporations. I just didn't think it was there yet. But clearly, with what I'm seeing now, we're moving rapidly to seeing a Solana ETF. Potentially, I mean, definitely within the year, but could be even like the next 6 months, we could see a Solana ETF get approved in the United States. And that would be huge, especially if like Van Eck, if BlackRock wants to open up a Solana ETF, right? If Grayscale wants to open up a Solana ETF, that's some bullish news right there. When those guys start talking about it, when Van Eck started, let's go to Van Eck, right? Let's go to this. Van Eck Solana ETF. I think I spelled that right. It might be one N. Let's see. Van Eck filed. Let's go to this. All right, I'm gonna do this. Sorry. Van Eck Solana ETF. And we'll find a trusted source, and hopefully we can just find them. All right, here. Van Eck Solana ETP right here. What is? Whoa. All right, Van Eck, chill. I don't want your cookies. Whatever. Welcome to Van Eck. Van Eck is a global investment offices. Select your country and region. I decline. What? Whatever. Whatever. See what happens. Solana ETP. Right here. No, this is their ETP. I want their ETF. I want their ETF. Where is... let's see if I can find it. Bitcoin ETF issuer files for Solana ETF. All right, let's see if Cointelegraph gives us a good link. Oh, here we go. Announce. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so Matthew, this guy, Matthew, is the head of digital asset research for VanEck US. Okay, he did a long write-up of essentially why did they file for a Solana ETF. Great write-up. If you want to go read it for yourself, we're not going to break it all down, but I recommend following that ticker right there, following that handle right there, search them up and go read through this, because it's great content of why they are bullish on Solana. And I couldn't find it, but I saw Solana Big Brain. Let me show you right now. Let me do this real fast. Sol Big Brain. I'll show you the post. Sol Big Brain posted this the other day. No. Where is it? Right here. Just wanted to say I appreciate you, VanEck US. First, you published a bullish SOL price target of $3,211.88 by 2030. And now you drop this ETF filing. VanEck, I know Sol Big Brain's a trusted source. That's why I'm taking this tweet for fact, because I know what they post has been true in the past. I haven't been able to find the publish of this price target. I want to try to find it. I don't know if maybe I just misread it inside their filing, but 2030, a $3,211.88 Solana. 2030, that is less than 6 years away. A $3,211.88 Solana. That's their price prediction. These are professional asset managers. Okay. How bullish do you need to be for Solana? Like how much more information do you need to know? Sorry, I had to sneeze. When I see posts like this, when I see VanEck and these asset managers talking about Solana in this way, filing for ETFs, bullishly talking about it with the SEC and filing with the SEC and having these conversations on these major platforms, I get stoked. I get stoked for what Solana's doing. So back to Matthew. They had the filing. I wish there was a link to their actual filing. I haven't found it yet. But this is their filing. For the United States SEC Commission, Form S-1, the VanEck Solana Trust, and the ETF that is coming with it. I'm very, very stoked. And with this filing, right, with this specific announcement, we saw these candles happen. Right? We saw these candles absolutely rip yesterday after these announcements, after all this news that happened and the sentiment rapidly shifting for Solana and people getting very excited. And so I am absolutely loving the future of Solana. There is practical use case for the world. There is scalability, there's reliability, there's transactions per second. You got Visa that has invested in Solana and building with Solana. You got PayPal investing and building with Solana. You got Google that has a hand in Solana. This is just the tip of the iceberg of who is probably investing and planning on building on top of Solana. Okay. We're early. And remember, we talked about this. I think it was on Monday or last week. Solana's only 4 years old. Solana's a toddler in the space. Solana has so much to mature, so much to grow. like we are super, super early in regards to Solana's lifespan. And so you gotta look at this from a larger perspective and not just the monthly or week or like couple months, 1 year. Like, no, I'm looking at the 10-year, the 7-year, the 5-year, I'm looking way ahead when I'm seeing this stuff. That's what I'm looking. That's why I'm so convicted on Solana and Bitcoin and Ethereum and cryptocurrencies, mostly Solana. I'm Soul Maniac, and if you're here in the stream, you're probably also a Soul Maniac because you love Solana, you love what's happening, you love the ETFs that got announced. And also, I just want to real fast just show you. You see that? That's a blue candle right there, or that's a white candle right there on the 1 hour. Look at that. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see right here on this trend line. It's respecting it. I'm so happy. This is going to be a good position. Okay, let's look at the MACD. I want this blue line on the MACD to start curving up from the 0. But I'm happy with the way price action is moving right here on this trend line. It's beautiful. It's doing great. It's doing great. I haven't even been focusing on Jupe or Bonk or any of the other coins because honestly, I have bags of those that are locked up, right? I have Jupe, I have Bonk that's locked up. I'm not really looking at them right now because we know if Solana's doing well, they're going to do well, right? If Solana's pumping, they're going to pump. If Solana's dipping, they're going to dip. So I'm not really looking at those technical analysis right now because I have my live position open in Solana. And so I'm not really focused in on these other trends or these other coins because I'm focused in on where my live position is at. And I'm not focused in on where my live positions aren't at. Oh, my dog. My dog's making some noise. He probably heard that there's some people here. So we're just focusing on Solana right now. Nothing else. My dad's in the garage with me right now. My dad's watching right now. But guys, I think I'm gonna call it today. I mean, you guys know my thesis on where Solana is going. You know my thesis, and I have my Hey, come here, bud. Come here. I know. Sorry, my dog's he likes to hang out with me in the garage while I do this stuff. Hey. You guys know my thesis on the week that I'm convinced. Hey, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, chill out. Okay. Shh. Go lay down. You guys know my thesis in regards to what Solana... Stop. Every time I talk. You guys know my thesis on where Solana is going, that I'm convinced it's a bullish trend. And so I'm holding this position throughout the weekend. I'm going to be having this position probably on... I might not be streaming Monday because I think my family will probably still be here. We might get breakfast and stuff because they're leaving. I might not stream Monday, or it might be later in the day. So it might not be at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll let you guys know if anything changes in regards to the schedule, if nothing's happening, or if we just push it back. But my thesis is bullish. If you want to keep me up to date on my trades as I go through the weekend, follow me on X and YouTube. I'll keep you guys up to date on what's happening in regards to my trades. So yeah, but that's it. That's it for today. I'm excited. We're respecting this trend line. Well, I'm going to be watching it. It looks like on the 1 hour, that candle just turned blue, but it's like tiny. And I would love it to stay a really small blue candle, because then the next one will be a big white candle. That'll be a engulfing candle that will hopefully make a big bullish movement. So guys, happy Friday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend too. Go touch some grass, go get outside, go enjoy your family and friends. Tomorrow I'm going golfing with my dad, so I'm excited, and my brother. So it's going to be a good weekend. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and we will see you in the next stream, either Monday or Wednesday. We'll see.